12:30 for what?
Reef Shot.
What's that?
Smoke weed, shoot guns.
Reef Shot. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Your story checks out.
Some underwater photography game. Kind of like, I don't know. I've only seen screenshots, but Capcom put out a bunch of those for like the PS2, and there was one I think on the Wii. Endless Ocean. Or maybe that was Nintendo. I don't know. Didn't Capcom make one?
Nintendo did Endless Ocean. I don't know.
Yo, is that a Viewmaster?
Yeah.
Is that a for real Viewmaster?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm looking at parrots.
You know what? That's good. I thought there was no E in Master.
No, it's not like a.
I thought it was a Viewmaster.
It's not a 2007 website.
I thought that's like where it came from. That's what Tumblr was ripping off, was the Viewmaster. No. Okay. Why do you have a 3D viewer?
I have a Viewmaster 3D viewer because someone sent in separate packages set of Hammerman
Oh shit.
Viewmaster reels and.
What was your favorite Viewmaster set as a child?
I don't know.
Do people have one?
Yeah.
I remember specifically the Disneyland ones were dope as hell.
Pictures of birds and shit. I don't know. Wildlife stuff. I don't remember what even would come out of.
They do a lot. Yeah, they do a lot of cartoon stuff like Hammerman,
Like Hammerman here.
the classic. There's probably as many frames of animation on that Viewmaster wheel as there are in an episode of Hammerman.
Start your child on a lifetime of enjoying the thrill and excitement of stories.
It's not. It's kind of a thin premise.
So was Hammerman.
So is the Viewmaster.
Yeah.
Comes down to it.
Yeah.
Jeff, what's happening this week? Brad, what's happening this week? Patrick, what's happening this week? Aside from everyone being sick.
I'm not sick, but I'm confident that when this video goes up,
It's already.
I will probably be sick.
The virus has already entered you.
It's in your body.
There's a StarCraft coming out.
StarCraft, get some hots.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
Brad, are you excited about StarCraft?
Got excited late last week, like out of the blue.
Because people were commenting, and I was noticing it myself.
Yeah.
You weren't that excited about
I
StarCraft.
haven't played StarCraft. I haven't even literally not had booted the game in like 6 months.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, yeah, like I'm super excited. You know what's crazy is they're pushing out the HOTS install to everybody who has StarCraft 2 installed. Like
Really?
I launched it this morning and immediately it just started downloading 5 gig.
You think that's just because they make assumptions on that stuff, or is there going to be
Maybe.
some sort of compatibility?
So I cashed in my key over the weekend, and on BattleNet it says like, all right, now download the client. So I just did that, and it just downloads the client. It's not like here's the Heart of the Swarm client.
Right.
It's like World of Warcraft, where it now shows what's the highest level of your access to.
Downloads a John
the game.
Grisham movie?
It does. Downloads a full-on bootleg copy of the client.
Yeah, well, they do
Watch
use
it.
They do use BitTorrent for their downloaders.
Exactly.
So it's kind of snuck its way in there.
It all checks out.
I wonder if at some point they're just going to be like, hey, maybe you should buy Heart of the Swarm because you already have it. Like it's already on your machine.
So what about HOTS? Are you excited about?
I played a bunch of the Wings of Liberty campaign this weekend for reasons that we'll get into on the podcast. 'Cause
Okay.
It's super dumb. But I was reminded that I actually really like that campaign a lot.
It's a solid single player, regardless of the state of the multiplayer.
Yeah. I did some multiplayer, and I'm excited to try some of that stuff too. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Kind of a thin week otherwise.
Yeah.
We've got this God of War Ascension's out, and I've been
God of
playing
War.
it.
What happened in the last 5 hours of my life?
We'll get into it later, but yeah, we'll have a review and other various coverage of God of War Ascension. Kind of an interesting contrast to like Devil May Cry,
Yes.
like considering the position that both of those franchises hold, and what Devil May Cry did with DMC, and
Even what Rising does with Metal Gear, like it's coming. That game is coming at. It's not often that we have 3 beat 'em ups back to back to back.
sure, character action, please.
And perhaps not the strongest effort of the 3 of those.
Yeah, like I feel like it'd be easier to kind of let this game slide if DMC and Revengeance hadn't both just come out and both weren't really strong in some specific ways. But I haven't touched the multiplayer. Like as of this recording, I haven't touched the multiplayer yet because that stuff's not live. So, and
I'm curious to see it.
I've heard it's interesting. Maybe
Sure.
that's I've heard people compare it to Power Stone, which I like Power Stone.
Whoa. That
Yeah.
sounds all right.
Perhaps the
Exactly.
most
So
interesting thing I've heard
Maybe
about
that's
that game.
maybe that's the thing that redeems the. It's not like it's terrible.
No.
but
No.
it's just man.
Was it necessary? Is the
No.
question. That's the question.
Let's
the game,
Brad.
The story makes that.
Let's not get into the necessary fucking conversation
All right.
about games here.
Okay.
It's slippery slope. It's dangerous ground. So do we want to just? I mean, I feel like it would be stupid not to play StarCraft on TNT this week.
Yeah. Sure.
To at least try.
Yeah. It's a complicated week. I assume the servers will be okay. Like after last week, I think we're all a little spooked about games that require online infrastructure.
Well, Blizzard's.
Uh,
Blizzard has a history. Like they haven't always been great, but
yeah, Diablo had its share of problems.
certainly
I
Diablo
don't
did.
anticipate any
World of
issues.
Warcraft had its issues. You know, like there've definitely been launch problems, and they come back with the same response that like EA did, which was we didn't expect this many people.
Right. Well, this is largely an existing system. They've probably got it ironed out pretty well.
That's true. That's true.
I'm also on the hook for jury duty this week, so I don't
Oh.
know if I'll be here Thursday, but hopefully, fingers crossed.
Don't worry, any of us can just jump in
Sure.
StarCraft and figure it
If
out.
Brad's not here, we'll just play StarCraft.
Yeah.
You could maybe grab Eric.
I was gonna say we'll get Eric, and then we'll just say nonsense over it while Eric plays.
Yeah. That works.
Maybe we'll look at
We'll figure that out.
Arma 3. That alpha's happening. I don't know. Are we allowed
I keep
to capture
seeing
footage from it?
really exciting gifs out of the Arma 3 beta.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're supposed to have codes today, so.
Drew stood up
Drew's
when
pretty psyched about
when
it.
Arma 3 got mentioned. Drew.
It supports Track IR, so I'm in.
So expect Track IR coverage of Arma 3.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Guns.
And we've got that WRC Drift Masters.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a game that is available.
Okay.
We should probably do something with that.
All right. So God of War and StarCraft. That's the stuff this week.
Kind of it. That's kind of that's a lot.
Sure.
Those are two.
No. It's you know what it lacks in quantity makes up for in
Keep going.
Necessity.
indeed. So yeah, we should totally play StarCraft on TNT, and then we'll fuck around the rest of the week.
Sure.
Great.